100% of the probiotics in the industry. I'm talking about the freeze-dried ones, you know, the 50 billion CFU, the 20 billion CFU. 100% of them are nothing but dead cell debris and dirt. I know it sounds crazy, but that's what we found in the laboratory. I'm here to tell you is that you're just not getting what you pay for. You're not getting what's on the label because they don't follow the scientific method. It's something that even healthcare is supposed to use, but they don't, which is why the surgeries sometimes work and sometimes they don't, and the medications sometimes work and sometimes they don't. And gut health is one of those areas where I've spent a lot of time figuring out what works best and what doesn't work and how to turn people's lives around. I too have had to do it with myself. I am a stage 4 malignant melanoma survivor. Back in 2008, stage 4 melanoma has an 85 to 90% death rate at 10 years. It's now 14 years I'm still alive because of my burning desire to find truth. To tell you about the secrets the probiotic industry doesn't want you to know about. So secret number 1 is, did you know that probiotics that are on the market are cultured from human and animal rectums and colons? That's right, you've heard me. Human and animal rectums and colons. Doesn't sound too appealing, does it? I didn't think you would think so. Okay. When they freeze dry them, it kills off, some say, half the probiotics and wounds the other half. So when I say you're not getting your money's worth, well, if you're spending $50 and half of them are dead and the other half are wounded, you're really getting about $15 worth of probiotics from it. But Mother Nature behind me contains millions of strains, different strains of probiotics. So if Mother Nature contains millions of different strains of probiotics, what kind of an idea of it is to use just 3 or a dozen? My name is Dr. Jeffrey J. West. I've been in practice for over 26 years and have helped in that period of time well over 15,000 patients regain their health with my burning desire to find effective treatments that actually work. What I'm going to share with you today is a striking new discovery that we've made in our laboratory over the last 5 years that will revolutionize the way you take care of your health, as well as a way to make the probiotics work better. The secret that I'm talking about specifically are called the archaea microbes. Archaea microbes will take out every chemical that we tested it on in the laboratory. It also did the same with pathogens, from bacteria to viruses and such. It just takes them out. We found that archaea, through our own research over the last 10 years, are an invaluable part of the microbiome, an invaluable part of life. They're basically the bosses. You could call them the bosses, but they're kind of the protectors of the microbiome. They will protect probiotic. You're probably thinking, well, if these are so great, Dr. West, how come I've not heard about these before? Well, microbiology knows about them. They've known about them for about 40 years. They used to think they were bacteria until they realized that they're different. Even though they're single cell, they just behave differently. They find them in very unique places. So microbiology calls them extreme microbes. They're found in the hot springs. You know, the hot springs, the circles. They have the circles of, orange and yellow and blue that you'll see, especially in Montana. Those are the archaea microbes. They're there in the quadrillions. They're everywhere. They actually fluoresce different colors, which is why they show up as those bright, brilliant colors. But you'll also find them in the volcanoes, right? In hot, molten lava, archaea will survive there. They also survive in acid mine drains. They survive in salt flats, areas that bacteria can't survive in. So microbiology stops there, thinking that all they do is they're just extreme microbes that live in extreme environments. Well, in our own research, we found them on the skin of humans and animals for that matter. We've even found them already inside the human body and in stem cells. They're everywhere. And what happens when you put them back in the body, you get some remarkable changes, which we'll get to. I stumbled upon a name called Your Biotics, and because different patients get different responses to it, it's a very accurate name for it. When you take, and here it is, when you take Your Biotics, it does what your body needs. These microbes, these archaea microbes, are so smart that they will tell which probiotics to do what job based on what your body is dealing with. So we've had foot fungus respond in people taking it orally, taking a capsule through the mouth. Plus topically, you can put it on topically. It's very interesting because these archaea survive anywhere. They protect the probiotics. You can put it in a Keurig in hot scalding water and have probiotics survive. It's the only probiotic on the market that will actually do that. We started the product with our patient base approximately 3.5 years ago. The first week that we got it into our patient base, we knew we had something pretty special. The first patient that took it told me that after one dose, her 15-year stomach problem disappeared. I was shocked that it was only one dose. I had another patient that told me after about 5 doses, she had a swollen lymph node on the side of her neck. And within 5 doses, the swollen lymph node just disappeared. It was obviously not swollen, point tender anymore. We've had foot fungus disappear. We've had ulcerative colitis and Crohn's disease, some pretty nasty diseases respond to our product using these archaea microbes. And the list goes on and on and on. The probiotic is now sold in the United States and Canada and pretty much every state of the United States, including a couple provinces up in Canada. And our goal is to get this out everywhere because we're the only probiotic that has these archaea microbes in it, and because our research has shown that they're just invaluable to life. So give your biotics a try. We promise you won't be disappointed with it. And it is because of our own drying technique, not freeze drying. You get 100% of what's in this bottle. What the label tells you, all right, is exactly what you get when you put it in water, because we have different plant chemicals in there. For instance, one ingredient is jasmonate. Jasmonate enhances bacterial growth. It also enhances stem cell growth. Pretty much it enhances life in general. So it actually stimulates the cells to divide. So you actually get more probiotics in here than what's on the label if you put it in water and let it get to work and become effective. You'll see in the video that the microbes inside here will actually glow on the microscope. That's because it's electrostatically charged. So there's cells in there that will turn gold and microbes that turn gold. Archaea are on average about 9 times smaller than the bacteria. So you have to really turn up the magnification to be able to even see them. So they're not going to show up on the microscope videos that we have, except you'll see a purplish blue tint around the cells, and that is actually them because they fluoresce in color. So they're quite fascinating in what they do. So in here, in every single capsule that you'll get here, you will find the fluctuation that Mother Nature carries. So one capsule does not contain the same as the next capsule. There's varying amounts, and remember, it's not 1, 3, or 9, or 20 different strains. It's tens of thousands, actually millions, but we don't know what they all do. But there's tens of thousands of them that we have identified that we know exactly what they do. And because all of them are in there, they will work differently in you than it will on your neighbor, because you have different needs. You are different than everybody else, and you have different needs, and this will supply you with the different needs that your body needs. So the name Your Biotics, we kind of fell upon it. It's the only one that was available, and it happens to do what your body needs. So it is Your Biotics specifically for you.